Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to question number 15 on the 2007 Fermat paper. What have we got here? How many three-digit positive integers x are there with the property that x and 2x have only even digits? I think there was a question quite similar to this, again 2007, but I think it was one of the younger papers, grade 8 Gauss, Pascal, something like that. But they were doing x and 3x, so my knowledge that that was similar doesn't really help me here. One such number is x is 420, and the reason is, well, you've used the 4, 2, and 0, those are all even numbers. 2x is 840, again, all even numbers. Okay, so we got some options here, but how can we work this out? Okay. Well, we want three-digit positive integers, and so I can always say, I mean, this is always a nice trick. We're talking about a question that involves the digits of these numbers. Okay, not the numbers themselves exactly. We do double the numbers, but we're talking specifically about the digits. There's a nice way to write out, two-digit, three-digit, four-digit numbers that specify or sort of focus on the digits, and that's to write out something like, well, let's talk about a three-digit number, A, B, C. A is the hundreds digit, B is the tens digit, C is the units digit, or ones digit. And then we can say things like, well, what could A be? Well, it can't be 0, but it's got to be even, so, 2, 4, 6, 8, and we just go like that. Okay? So, let's take a look-see here. I don't think we're going to have enough room down here, so let's flip the page. Alright, so we're going to let A, B, C be our number. Now, since they say three-digit number, we shouldn't be starting with a 0. So A can be, as far as we know, 2, 4, 6, or 8. Okay? But B and C, there's nothing right now stopping them from being 0. So we can include 0 in our list. So 2, 4, 6, and 8. So I've got 5 choices for B, 5 choices for C, and 4 choices for A. 4 times 5 times 5. There's only 100 numbers, 100 three-digit numbers that even have all even digits. So 4 times 5 times 5, 100. So I think, that crosses D off right away. I'm fairly certain that all of them won't work, so I'm suspecting E is not the right answer. Now I'm guessing 1 out of 3 if somebody calls time. 64, maybe, but 18, 16, I could see those being more of the answer. Okay. So what are we going to do? Well, what happens when we double a number? Well, we get A, B, C, and we multiply it by 2. So we're going to get 2 times C, and then we get a whole bunch of other stuff. But it's the excuse me. The units digit of 2C becomes the units digit of 2x. Okay, and this is not that hard. Take all my possible values for C. 2C, well, I could have, 2 times 0 is 0, 4, 8, 12, and 16. All of these end in evens digits. So have we really learned anything? Well, actually, yeah. Focus on these ones right here. Okay? These ones are going to carry over. And then I'm going to do 2 times B. So we got a units digit here. But then we do 2 times B plus the one that we carry over. This ends in an odd digit. So right away I can tell you 1 and these two ones here are going to cause a problem. So C can't be 6 or 8. It's got to be 0, 2, or 4. Okay. Not only that, we have the same sort of reasoning for B. B can't be 6 or 8. Otherwise, we'll carry a 1 over into our hundreds column. And in fact, A can't be 6 or 8. So now what can we have? A can be 2 or 4. B can be 0, 2, or 4. And C can be 0, 2, or 4. And there might be other restrictions, but let's just take a moment and see what we've got. 2 choices for A, 3 choices for B, 3 choices for C. That's going to be 18. I'm thinking that's our answer. The only thing less than that in terms of our possibilities, by the way, we've gotten rid of 64 and 100, is 16. I'm inclined to think 16 is there just because they sort of don't want people they don't want people sort of guessing the lowest or highest numbers. D here is quite ridiculous. 16 is probably out as well, but let's continue trying to think about the question for a moment before we just declare, B's the answer and move on. For all of these, the 2 or the 4, let's just pick one at random for a moment. How about 2, 0, 4 and double it? We get 8, 0, and 4. Well, that's going to be fine. In fact, because all of these are single digits and nothing gets carried over, whenever A is 2, 2A starts with a 4. And whenever A is 4, 2X starts with an 8. The B's goes to 0, 4, and 8. There's no overlap. There's no problems. All of these are going to work out because all these digits just double. They don't interfere with each other by carrying 1s or 2s or anything like that. So yeah, all 18 work. If you need to, if you're still unsure of the reasoning there and you want to really convince yourself, try writing them all out. I wouldn't recommend doing that on a contest because it's going to waste time. We've got 16. We sort of thought it through in our head. There shouldn't be a reason to go down to 16. So 18 is our answer. Okay. It's question 15. Don't sweat it too much. Move on to question number 16. You've got your answer. If there's time to double check, go back and double check. But there's really no reason to think 16. So we go with 18 here. All right, that's going to wrap up our question. I will see you in the next video for question number 16.